Welcome, dear listeners, to History with Herodotus, where we embark on a journey through the annals of time, unraveling the mysteries of civilizations past. Today, we find ourselves in the cradle of Mesopotamia, surrounded by the majestic Tigris and Euphrates rivers, as we delve into the fascinating tale of the Akkadian Empire. This mighty empire, which once stretched from the Persian Gulf to the Mediterranean, left an indelible mark on the course of human history. As we begin our exploration, let us first set the stage for the emergence of this imperial power. It is the year 2034 BCE, and the city-states of Sumer, such as Uruk and Ur, are flourishing in the fertile plains of Mesopotamia. The Sumerians have developed a sophisticated system of governance, with city-state rulers vying for power and influence. Meanwhile, the Amorites, a Semitic people from the west, are migrating into the region, bringing with them their own distinct culture and traditions. It is against this backdrop that we find the precursor to the Akkadian Empire, the city of Kish, which has risen to prominence under the leadership of King Shakushana. However, it is not until the arrival of Sargon the Great, a legendary king of Akkad, that the empire begins to take shape. Sargon, who ruled from circa 2033-4 to 2279 BCE, is said to have been born in the city of Azupiranu on the banks of the Euphrates River. He would go on to unite the city-states of Mesopotamia under his rule, creating a vast and powerful empire. As we explore the earliest history of the Akkadian Empire, we find that Sargon's military campaigns were instrumental in establishing the empire's territorial boundaries. He conquered the cities of Uruk and Ur, incorporating their territories into the Akkadian Empire, and established trade relationships with neighboring regions, including the Indus Valley civilization to the east and the Egyptian kingdoms to the west. The Akkadians also developed a system of governance that was characterized by a strong, centralized authority, with Sargon as the supreme ruler, and a network of provincial governors who oversaw the administration of the empire's vast territories. The city of Akkad itself was a marvel of ancient engineering, with its sophisticated irrigation systems, grand temples, and impressive palaces. The city's strategic location allowed it to control the flow of trade between the Persian Gulf and the Mediterranean, making it a hub of commercial activity. As we wander through the streets of Akkad, we can almost hear the sounds of merchants haggling over prices, the clanging of hammers on metal, and the murmur of scholars debating the finer points of astronomy and mathematics. We see the emergence of a complex system of writing, with the development of cuneiform script, which allowed for the recording of laws, business transactions, and literary works. The Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the earliest surviving works of literature, was written during this period, and its themes of kingship, friendship, and the human condition continue to resonate with us today. As we explore the earliest history of the Akkadian Empire, we find ourselves at the threshold of a new era, one marked by unprecedented imperial ambitions, cultural exchange, and scientific discovery. We witness the growth of a vibrant artistic tradition, with the creation of intricate pottery, sculptures, and frescoes that adorned the walls of temples and palaces. Join me as we step into the radiant light of this imperial dawn and uncover the secrets of one of history's most fascinating civilizations. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, as we continue our journey through the annals of time, unraveling the mysteries of the Akkadian Empire. It is a time of unparalleled prosperity, artistic innovation, and intellectual curiosity. The empire's vast territories stretch from the Persian Gulf to the Mediterranean, encompassing a diverse array of cultures, languages, and traditions. At the heart of this imperial powerhouse lies the city of Akkad, a marvel of ancient engineering, with its sophisticated irrigation systems, grand temples, and impressive palaces. The city's strategic location allows it to control the flow of trade between the Persian Gulf and the Mediterranean, making it a hub of commercial activity. Merchants from all corners of the known world flock to Akkad, exchanging goods such as grains, textiles, and precious metals. One of the most significant achievements of this period is the development of a complex system of governance, characterized by a strong centralized authority, with the emperor as the supreme ruler and a network of provincial governors who oversee the administration of the empire's vast territories. This system allows for efficient taxation, trade regulation, and military organization, enabling the Akkadian Empire to maintain its dominance over the region. The arts also flourished during this period, with the creation of intricate pottery, sculptures, and frescoes that adorn the walls of temples and palaces. The Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the earliest surviving works of literature, continues to be revered as a masterpiece of Akkadian literature, exploring themes of kingship, friendship, and the human condition. We also witness significant advancements in science and technology, particularly in the fields of astronomy and mathematics. Akkadian scholars make groundbreaking discoveries about the movements of celestial bodies, developing sophisticated systems for tracking the stars and planets. The sexagesimal system, which we still use today to measure time and angles, is also developed during this period. The reign of Sargon's successors, including his son Rimush and grandson Manishtushu, sees the continued expansion of the empire, with military campaigns into the regions of Anatolia, Syria, and Egypt. The Akkadians established trade relationships with neighboring kingdoms, exchanging goods such as copper, bronze, and precious stones. As we explore this remarkable period in the history of the Akkadian Empire, we are struck by the sheer scale and complexity of its achievements. From its sophisticated governance systems to its vibrant artistic traditions, this empire represents a high point in human civilization, one that would have far-reaching consequences for the development of Western culture. And yet, despite its many accomplishments, the Akkadian Empire is not without its challenges. The empire's vast territories and diverse populations create tensions and conflicts which threaten to undermine its stability. Join me, dear listeners, as we continue our journey through the history of the Akkadian Empire, exploring the triumphs and tribulations of this fascinating civilization and uncovering the secrets of one of the most remarkable empires in human history. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, as we continue our journey through the annals of time, unraveling the mysteries of the Akkadian Empire. It is a period marked by internal strife, external pressures, and environmental disasters that would ultimately seal the fate of this once great civilization. One of the primary factors contributing to the empire's decline was the increasing pressure from neighboring kingdoms and nomadic tribes. The Gutians, a powerful mountain people from the east, began to launch a series of devastating raids on Akkadian territories, weakening the empire's defenses and disrupting trade routes. Meanwhile, the Amorites, a Semitic-speaking people from the west, started to infiltrate Akkadian cities, eventually rising to positions of power and influence. Internally, the empire was also plagued by corruption, mismanagement, and regionalism. The provincial governors, who had once been the backbone of the empire's administrative system, began to assert their independence, ignoring imperial decrees and pursuing their own agendas. This led to a fragmentation of power, as local leaders and warlords carved out their own territories, further eroding the empire's unity and cohesion. Environmental disasters also played a significant role in the empire's downfall. A prolonged drought, which lasted for several decades, ravaged the agricultural heartlands of Mesopotamia, leading to widespread famine, poverty, and displacement. The once mighty rivers, which had nourished the cradle of civilization, began to dry up, disrupting the delicate balance of the ecosystem and exacerbating social and economic tensions. As the empire's institutions began to crumble, its people became increasingly disillusioned with the imperial system. Rebellion and unrest spread throughout the territories as local populations demanded greater autonomy, economic relief, and protection from external threats. The emperor, once the supreme ruler and symbol of imperial authority, was now seen as distant, ineffective, and out of touch with the needs and aspirations of his subjects. The final blow came in the form of a massive invasion by the Gutians, who swept through the empire's defenses and sacked the city of Akkad around 254 BCE. The empire's last ruler, Shar-Kali-Shari, was killed in the battle, marking the end of the Akkadian dynasty and the collapse of the empire. As we reflect on the decline and fall of the Akkadian Empire, we are reminded that even the greatest civilizations are not immune to the ravages of time, environmental disaster, and human folly. And yet, despite its ultimate demise, the legacy of this magnificent empire continues to inspire and fascinate us, offering valuable lessons about the complexities of power, the importance of governance, and the enduring spirit of human creativity and resilience. Join me next time on History with Herodotus as we explore the aftermath of the Akkadian Empire's collapse and the rise of new powers in the ancient Near East. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand the past.